Welcome to a brief presentation on the importance of improving the SEO, aka search engine optimization of your website. This was specially produced for Acupuncture MediaWorks clients who might be interested in improving their website visibility with search engines. My name is Brandon Na, and I am the principal of Seattle Organic SEO. It's a firm dedicated to serving small to medium-sized business throughout the world with their SEO and PPC needs. We've had a significant amount of success in effectively helping website owners improve their website traffic from as little as 30% to as high as actually 200% year-over-year increases in website traffic, that is. In the following Prezi show, though, we're going to talk a little bit about SEO and how it's actually leveraged by some companies, and what SEO really is, and some empirical proof of our methods and the success that our clients have had by applying those. We'll also talk about, in the end, what we believe is the value to you as potential consumers of this brand new product offering by Acupuncture MediaWorks. So we hope you enjoy. All right, let's get to the little presentation. Well, so working with Acupuncture MediaWorks and Seattle Organic SEO, we've built this little product offering for you, clients of Acupuncture MediaWorks, and are trying to help you understand what the value of actually search engine optimization can be for your companies. Or your little practices, that is. And so Acupuncture MediaWorks plus the efforts of Seattle Organic SEO, a firm definitely dedicated to SEO, are going to provide you this moving forward. So here, let's help you understand a little bit of what SEO has done for other companies. And so that's the first thing we'd like to start off with. We believe that search engine optimization, actually, if you want to change the acronym to something kind of fun, we really believe it is a super efficient opportunity. It's something leveraged by a lot of companies up through this day for the past 12 or so years after Google has come to the forefront as far as search engines are concerned, and as people have leveraged their organic search engine algorithm to get their websites up to the top. And you're probably familiar with a couple of these faces that we're going to show you here right now, like this man, for example, Jeff Bezos. This guy who laughs quite a bit, from his, probably because he's so happy and from all his successes. And if you don't know Jeff Bezos, you'll at least know the brand name that he's actually created, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Here's another gentleman who's leveraged SEO and PPC in his company, Rich Barton, who you may not know about, but you'll definitely know his name brand, or at least the company that he helped start. Well, that big brand that Jeff Bezos started was Amazon.com, as you probably have all come to at least hear about at one point or another. And Rich Barton actually created this little travel company, which actually nowadays is probably considered the top online travel company. And I believe a lot of success comes from SEO and PPC, but we'll talk about some of the examples of how they leverage it in their businesses. So Amazon has become synonymous almost with selling books online. And so taking a good example is perhaps going to the New York Times bestseller list, and you'll see a list of the top books. Well, I grabbed the top book here. Now you can see her, by James Patterson and Michael Ledwidge. And what I did is I went to Google and I searched for Now You See Her. And you notice how Amazon shows up number 2, number 3, right below the author. It's because they've, literally optimized their website to show up for results like this better than most. And here is another example, The Help by Catherine Stockett. It's a book that tops the combined print and ebook fiction lists of the New York Times. And you'll see, if you do a search for something like her book, you'll notice actually even Amazon shows up above her, because they've done an incredible job with search engine optimization for their website. Well, here's an example in terms of Expedia. If you type in cheap airfare, you'll notice that they actually show up number 2, right below another company who does online travel, Kayak, who spends a lot of time on search engine optimization. And it shows that you can win out if you do a good job with SEO. Here is another example, New York Hotels. you'll actually notice that they show up here in the top 5. So maybe they haven't been spending as much time on their organic SEO as they have perhaps with their PPC or pay-per-click advertising, which I know they spend quite a bit of money, like around $5-6 million a month last reported. But their sister property, TripAdvisor, definitely does show up 1 and 2, so I guess they're not too worried about that kind of stuff. But these are 2 good examples of how SEO can be leveraged to help your business. I mean, frankly, if you paid attention to the financial numbers for either one of these companies, you'll know that they do quite well. Like Amazon in the fourth quarter of 2010, I think they had a net profit of over $400 million. But what is this SEO thing that we're talking about? What's this acronym? What really is SEO? Well, we believe that SEO is optimizing your website around 2 C's, as we call it, and we'll talk about what those 2 C's are here in a second. And SEO is, directly translated as search engine optimization. And what that is basically optimizing or bettering your website to show up on the search engines. But how do you show up on the search engines? Well, we believe that Google, since they came out of nowhere to literally dominate the search engines throughout the world, it is mainly because they have ordered all the results in a relevant manner. They basically deliver to you what you want. You search for something, and hopefully that or the set of results that come back are things that you are actually valuing as relevant to your search. Well, what is relevance? And that's what we're going to talk about here a little bit here today. Well, so we believe it equals the 2 C's. The first C being content, and the second C being credibility. So if you focus on these 2 bigger C's, we believe you can start to show up at the top of the search engines. But the question is not just content and credibility, because content and credibility seem like very intuitive phrases or concepts. But frankly, let's explain what we mean by actual content and actually credibility. Because it's not a matter of just having the content on your website. So you can have all the greatest content that exists on your website, but if you're doing some wrong things on how to show Google what that content is, unfortunately they're not going to see what that content is when they are spidering the web. And what I mean by spidering the web is they send these little tiny programs throughout the web to index everything on the web so they can order it in the way that they do to you when you do these searches. But the way they do it is they actually look for text signals. And in your website, little tags like title, H1, H2, and a number of other on-page factors that they actually know that you can use in your website to display what the content is will show them, at least on a more effective level, what exactly exists in your website. And that's what we help is refine that part into your websites. Well, have you ever heard this phrase? It doesn't matter what you know, it matters who you know. Well, this concept that's offline actually applies quite a bit online in terms of websites as well, and that translates into credibility. It depends on what other websites out there are actually pointing to you, meaning how do they link to you. So if you have nobody pointing to you, that's almost like saying that you have no friends on the web. And what we try to do is help you get those friends or get those links that add to your credibility online. And so Google right now and all the search engines determine a bit of your credibility by the amount of links from quality websites, ideally, and sometimes in aggregate as many links as possible to hopefully show that you have some, again, quote-unquote, credibility on the web. And over time, what's happening is, you've heard of these probably, Twitter and Facebook are also becoming queues, and so those are extra ways of building that credibility online. It's not as big as a part of the credibility component as is links, rather, or links comprise of quite a bit of how you build that credibility online. However, it's growing. I mean, recently there's been estimates that it's about 6 to 7% of your credibility, or rather 6 to 7% of the entire algorithm as far as how Google or other search engines display the results in the search engines. But why? So why, beyond, even though we just explaining to you what SEO is in a very brief way, and we'll spend more time explaining it in even more detailed ways in the future. But why would you want to spend a little extra money on this new SEO service? And we'll tell you a little bit why. Well, it's because Acupuncture MediaWorks has done their best to provide you as clients of their services an affordable solution to market yourself online and many other ways your businesses. I mean, the owners of the business have been acupuncturists themselves, so they knew that sometimes you needed to market yourself, but unfortunately you guys don't have like huge budgets in order to do that. And so we've actually come together, Acupuncture MediaWorks and Seattle Organic SEO, to provide a solution that we believe might be able to help you rise through the ranks rather, in the search engines. And AMW did their best to find a great and reputable vendor out there in order to serve those needs for you. So they've always fought to give you the most affordable and reasonable solutions, and so they believe they have just found us that, and we'll show you why we seem to be a pretty decent company that can help you with your solutions. And so here's a little bit about us. So we've had a number of clients. Why did I just say clients? I meant clients. Anyway, we've spent quite a bit of time with a lot of different industries and have had experience with helping many different websites climb through the ranks in terms of search engines. And so we have quite a bit of experience with various industries. Not only do we have that experience, but we've also helped clients that are small to larger clients. So we have a bit of breadth as far as what size of clients that we've actually worked with. And for the most part, what we try to do is we try to give it to you in a very simple manner. We really focus on making it something that you can understand. We try to make it as transparent as possible. We don't sit there and just literally throw a bunch of acronyms at you and confuse the matter even worse than it could be. Kind of like something that we've seen in a video recently that we thought was kind of fun and we thought we'd show you. So why don't you take a little look at this and tell us if this reminds you of any conversations you've had with anybody trying to help you with your online marketing.
So the long and the short of it is the website is in trouble. I hear you guys can help.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Totally not a problem.
100%. Let us explain a little bit about what our company, Brushfire Media, does.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our other partners, Kyle Chadwick and Moog, couldn't be here.
And what they're doing, Sambo?
No.
Sambone?
No.
Sambroni.
I like Sambone.
What's actually interesting about Sambone is they are pitching a straight to Nokia-based smartphone app called 5 Square, similar to 4 Square, except that it's for medical professionals who have HPV.
What Brushfire Media does is a little different. We started in our dorm room at Oswego College 4 years ago as a way to seamlessly fuse branded integrations with content creators such as yourselves.
What does any of that mean?
Okay, look, if I could just drive the bus for a second.
Go for it.
Branded integration from a user-side content platform is dad.
It's dad.
It's totally dad.
It's dad.
It's dad.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to offend anyone.
You're not offending me because I don't understand.
That is why we started Mood Digital, okay? To focus on SEO, keyword-rich trend tracking, and have had a lot of success on the mobile-to-mobile, tablet-based client side.
So then we use that momentum with our silent partners, Brady, Chad, Dexter, Tyler, and Tim. We started up Gizcrunk Media, which provides user testing from an analytics perspective, and it's a companion product to KUM Digital's cloud source integration field.
Sorry, I'm a little confused. What's the name of your company?
Well, I actually feel like Devil's Deuce Interactive would be the best fit for you guys. Devil's Deuce Interactive was started 20 minutes ago due to a fever dream that my grandfather had in his deathbed while suffering from a subliminal hematoma at Mount Sinai.
But then we took on some capital from a VC firm out of Qatar, just to get it off the ground.
Devil's Deuce Interactive matches brands to alpha-based consumers material to their tablet-based P2P behavior.
Radical transparency, multi-stage engagement, etc. Absolutely no brand cuffs.
Absolutely no brand cuffs.
Absolutely
no risk
no
of brand cuffs.
No brand cuffs.
No brand cuffs.
Absolutely no brand cuffs. No brand cuffs. No brand cuffs.
No brand cuffs. I got it. That actually sounds like something.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, Sambone. 8 minutes ago, Devil's Deuce Interactive went under beeswax.
The
So
company that you started 20 minutes ago went out of business 8 minutes ago?
Well, yes and no, and yes and no, and yes and no, and yes and no. No,
Yeah.
we're not out of business because we started up Angel Dump LLC 15 seconds ago.
as a companion service to Christ Milk Digital, which we started up 2 minutes ago via Twitter.
So I'm really sorry. What company are you representing right now at this moment?
At this very second, for the next 9, we're Christ Milk Digital.
It is a mobile-based app farming product employing demand-side real-time optimization to bring religious church-going folk into the cloud-based
Hunter, I don't mean to cut you off now, but I'm tracking a trend. That trend is hashtag SBN. I got bad news. Christ Milk just now went down. But that's okay because we actually just started a brand new company we're both really excited about.
Super excited about
It's called
I
Interactive
guess digital?
Digital, actually.
It's a spin-off of Elephant Dungeon Enterprises, itself a spin-off of Flytrap Media.
Which is actually a subsidiary to Cranky Lesbian Digital,
with an umbrella brand under Crunks Digital Entertainment.
which is owned by Vampire Corn. Not sure if you heard of them. They started Pyramid.
You know Pyramid? You heard of Pyramid? Have you heard of Pyramid?
Pyramids and PY.
No, it's spelled the same way except the Y's are 3's and the I's are E's.
All the eyes.
All the eyes.
They offer this really cool geo-targeted ad-serving platform that focuses on mobile and tablet-based
Really
business with
easy,
really high
community-
ROI,
perfect for
considering
community outreach,
the cloud-based
South by
computing that's happening.
Southwest.
Okay. See, that's interesting because what I think we need is A/B testing over a variety of markets, HTML5 compatible, of course,
Yeah.
with a focus on user-generated crowdsourced brand integrations via tablet and/or cloud-based computing systems.
Yeah, I think we can hook that up. We can hook that up.
You have 100%.
Yeah, we get a booth at South by. We'll get that grilled
We'll do
cheese.
South by Southwest.
Okay, see,
We'll do
everything that
hashtag.
I just said is gibberish.
Do you know the guys from Gibberish Media?
Get out of my office.
So that is not what type of business we are in, into confusing you, and also we actually make an effort to make sure that you understand what's going on, and so that's the product that we'll be providing. Well, let's talk a little bit about what we've done with some of those clients. And so here are some examples of how we've helped a Hawaii wedding photographer who actually did or has a very strong business, great reviews, has incredible business practice, but unfortunately wasn't showing up online. And so before he joined us, unfortunately, he didn't have a lot of traffic that was generating enough business for him, and also he was just hoping to show up higher for phrases like Hawaii wedding photography or top Hawaii wedding photography, etc. And we found some great opportunities for him. Unfortunately, traffic was not that high from search engines at the time. It was only about 25%. But after he joined us, he engaged, and then after about 6 months or so, we found we could increase his traffic from 25% to as high as almost 50% of his traffic coming from search engines. And the funny thing is his overall traffic increased as well, so that 50% was a bigger part of the pie. Also, we literally increased his organic traffic to almost the total number of visits of his total visits before, just with organic. And so literally he improved almost his business to double of what he was getting as far as traffic was concerned. And at one point, I believe he was as busy as having 3 weddings a week in terms of bookings. Another company, which is an e-commerce company, actually understood SEO, but they wanted to take on an SEO firm who understood even beyond them and specialize in that. So that's why they came to us, and we're looking to improve some rankings in some phrases that they were like in position number 4, for example, and they wanted to bump up to number 2 because they realized that that could make a world of difference. Also, that they wanted to just improve their overall traffic in general, and these are the type of results we gave them, or help them garner, that is. So you can see here they increased their traffic as high as 200%. So literally 1,689 visits to almost 5,000 visits after we worked with them. We even increased what at one point we thought was quite a high percentage of their traffic coming from search engines from 64% to as high as 80%. So frankly, we increased quite a bit of their traffic from the search engines, and they're quite happy about that. We even helped them gain that number 2 position that they were seeking from number 4, which they had a lot of difficulty in achieving, but we were able to help them get there. Also, here are some other examples. This client is actually a pest control company, and what they have done is increase their traffic over 80% year over year after working with us. Another client has increased only 30%. So this is the reason why we want to tell you it straight up, is because frankly, we can't necessarily guarantee always that you're going to get these huge increases, but we can basically tell you that it's going to probably improve your traffic in general. So at least a minimum of 30%. And to be honest, this client who sells plastic tanks online is very happy with us and actually has written us a lot of accolades. And it's not just the 30% here that they're happy with, but they're also happy because we've helped their paid part of their search engine decrease in terms of spend every single month, but yet they have more sales than they have had in previous years. And definitely we don't sound like those funny guys who are confusing the matter more, but just helping you understand and helping these clients understand how to improve your exposure online. Here's a really extreme example, but it just shows you some of our successes. In the past 30 days for this client, which has millions and millions of visitors and visits over a month period of time, it has increased their traffic literally over 134% from the recent 30 days to the 30 days before. We've only worked with these guys for a little over 2.5 months, and yet we've been able to kind of help them literally boost their traffic quite a bit. But again, with that said, we want to make sure that you understand that we should be realistic, that sometimes you can't always achieve these huge numbers, but we believe with our experience, expertise, and abilities, we do know how to help you as potential subscribers of the service, that we have the abilities to help your organic SEO improve. And we've been asking why, but because, or why should you take on this product? Well, here are some of the reasons. Frankly, this is a rare opportunity where we're going to provide you literally services that we charge thousands and thousands of dollars to other clients in the most affordable manner possible, because Acupuncture MediaWorks looked for a great vendor who actually can do this SEO, but negotiated with us to help us also provide you, as their great clients, an affordable solution. And so this is something that we believe we can provide great service, and also, again, in a very affordable way, and also help you understand how to improve your presence online through SEO. So these are overall just the reasons why we believe this is a great product. I mean, frankly, with our past success and what we've been able to do, we're pretty sure that this is something that you really should take on. But overall, these are some of the main reasons, or top line reasons, why this is a great product. So I hope that was helpful, and if it isn't, or if it wasn't, that is, feel free to follow up, ask any questions. We will be happy to answer them. But more importantly, we'll provide more of these type of webinars for you guys to help you understand how SEO functions. And we always are encouraging feedback whenever you'd like to give that. And again, we hope that we can help you with your website and help improve your business so that you can prosper here going into the next decade. So thank you very much for your time, and thank you for listening to our little webinar about why you should do SEO through Acupuncture MediaWorks and Seattle Organic SEO.